can get started.
Carolyn.
All right.
Right there.
So magic is multi-level. You've seen some cards tonight. Yeah. Now we'd like to take a little turn and go into your heads. I want to see if we can really try and pierce that veil between your eyes and your head. Well, for some of us, we may be able to actually go into the heads. For some of us, well, just enjoy watching. This is an audience participation effect where everybody can participate. And I will tell you straight up front, it's not going to be 100%, but it's going to work for most of you. All right? So I want everybody to go ahead and reach into your pocket. Go ahead and reach into your pocket, and I want you in your pocket, you're going to find one coin. Now, this is in your mind, not in real life. You don't have to really reach into your pocket. In your mind, I want you to reach into your pocket. And in your pocket, you're going to find one coin. It's a U.S. quarter. It's the old kind. It's not one of the national park or presidents or states or any of that. It's a normal, ordinary quarter. I want you to go ahead and take a look at that quarter. I want you to hold it, and I want you to look at the face of that quarter. Then I want you to go ahead and place that quarter in your hand. Close your hand. All right, and I want you to go ahead. Now, you reached into your pocket. You took out a quarter. You put it in your hand. I am going to go out on a limb and say that you placed it in your mind, in your left hand, and it is currently tails up. If you are thinking of a coin in your hand that is currently left hand tails up, that was pretty amazing. And I want you to give me a nice applause. If it wasn't, throw the coin at me and try not to hit. As I said, it doesn't work 100% of the time, but it works pretty well. All right? Now this one is getting a little deeper into your mind, and this one is going to work even for those of you that might have, shall we say, a little bit odder minds than the rest of us. Let's test it out. Can I have your help, sir?
I'm the only guy I know that can hide my own Easter eggs.
You are a perfect candidate. Can everybody give him a big round of applause?
Yay, yay,
Here. All right. What we're going to do is I want you to turn so that you know how actors talk to each other on stage. They don't look directly at each other. They kind of look at an angle so the audience can see them. Well, our audience is over here, so we're going to try and bring our audience in, have them enjoy it. Now, actually, let me have you stand right over here on the side so we can bring more of them in. I want you to stand here, right here on the side. Turn so that you can get the audience in. I want you to put your hand out like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an invisible ball. You all see it? You all see the invisible ball?
No.
I do.
Don't? It's invisible.
It's invisible.
All right. So what I'm going to do with this invisible ball is I'm going to hold it right here, and I'm going to drop it. When it lands in your hand, I want you to close your hand right around it. Now, this is going to be very simple because you're going to see my hand open, and I'm going to tell you when it drops. So then you'll know about how long it should take till it lands on your hand, and you'll be able to close your hand around it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to drop the invisible ball, and when it would land on your hand, I want you to close your hand.
Okay.
I'm dropping it now. Well, we got a little bit of slow reaction. Can you hand me that ball?
It floated a little.
Go ahead and drop that ball right there in my hand. Sometimes the elderly do have slower reaction times.
Elder abuse, folks. Elder abuse.
Sir, can you take your glasses off for me? We're going to remove one of your senses. We're going to remove the sense of sight. And can you go ahead and put this blindfold on? I want you to totally take that sense of sight out. Now, how many fingers am I holding up?
3.
Perfect. All right. Can you see it all?
No.
Now, I'm going to take the same invisible ball. I want you to hold your hand out. I'm going to hold that invisible ball at the same height.
Yeah.
This time, I'm going to tell you when I drop it, but you're not going to be able to see it.
Okay.
But by knowing when I drop it, by my telling you, you should still be able to catch it about when it would have fallen on your hand, because you know about where my hand is. It's at the same height as it was last time. Okay. I'm going to drop the ball now. And apparently it floated again. All right, go ahead and give me the ball.
It's a wiffle.
Drop it, drop it, drop it. There we go. All right, turn your hand back over. Now, we've taken away your sense of sight. I'm going to take away your sense of sound. We're going to test if there really is an imaginary ball here. I'm going to take this imaginary ball and I'm going to drop it, but this time I'm not going to tell you when I drop it, and you cannot see when I drop it. So it will be only if you feel an invisible ball hit your hand that you'll be able to actually close your hand around it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Is everybody ready?
See
And there
now.
you go.
You see now.
His reaction was great.
It was the only one that he caught in the right amount of time. Go ahead and remove the blindfold. Go ahead and give me the ball back. Go ahead and drop the ball back in my hand. There you go.
Give me a round of applause.
A big round of applause for my helper stand here. All right, you can return your seat. Thank you so much for your help. Now,